Ha? Gooseberry. Najuanga tu vitu sijui zinaitwa gooseberry. Kwa napenda kuzidishi nikiwa mdogo. Hiyo jaiva maybe.
Zile zote zimeiva.
Ishakuliwa. Atakuwa zinaitwaje?
Gooseberry.
Gooseberry.
Sasa tunaenda kwa roastery. I feel like I love the coffee.
Ndio. Sawa barista ushasema.
Taking a break. No. Maybe we can even fit in there.
So welcome to our roasting room. Again, it's the roasting hapa. And before we do anything, as we wait for them, it's only the coffee tree that can be able to display all the 4 colors of the Kenyan flag. So,
let's start with green.
Green.
Please wait for you.
yeah, come again. Very interesting. All right, welcome on board.
I'm thinking of a berry.
Oh, you're not seeing where welcome. Yeah. So I was saying it's only the coffee tree that can be able to display all the 4 colors of the Kenyan flag. So we have white for the flowers, we have black for the overripe, we have green for the leaves, red for the deep red cherries. Yeah. Welcome on board. So this is our green coffee. This is AB. It's AB. Still, it doesn't smell like anything like coffee. Even at this stage. Yeah. And this is what we are going to use to do the roasting. But before we do the roasting, let's talk more about the roasting itself, the profiles of roasting, the caffeine contents, the machine that we use. Then we can be able to do a medium and dark roast. So this one is called a sample roaster. And we have 2 ways of making coffee beans. We have the modern way, which is now the roasting, the ancient way, which is called baking. That one is native to Ethiopia. So baking, it's whereby you have a pan, and then you have some fire. That is called baking. Roasting, you are going to have. Initially, people used to use diesel, but diesel was not good for business. People shifted and started to use electricity. So roasting, you're going to have electricity. You spin the drum, then you're going to have now LPG gas to heat now your beans. So for the sample roaster, this one we use it basically for the tours, and also this one you can use it for cupping. So each drum can be able to do half a kilo. So we have 3 of them, that is 1.5. Once you do your roast, you can be able to grind it, you can do fine, and also you can do coarse. Then you can do the cupping. Then from there you can be able to grade your coffee. So this one is just using for small batches. And again, Trans Africa, Brazilian again. Then now here we have our Kenyan machine. Finally. So this one is just a grinder. This one is our commercial grinder. This is what you use. If you want like 5 kilos, medium, this is what I'm going to use. The only issue with this one can only be able to do just an average grind. If you want a fine grind, this one cannot be able to do that. Can only be able to do a double grind with it. So from this one, we go to this one. We call it stopper. It's Turkish. This is now our commercial roaster. And usually takes a batch of 30 kilos. And once we are doing roasting, I have to climb up. I or one of us. So we have this ladder. Let me do it practically. You have this ladder, then you have these buckets. So one bucket, it will carry around 15 kilos, and you need two buckets so that you can make that. So I have to climb up and drop it. Yeah, so that explains why we are skinny people. some
Oh,
gym.
you have to lift.
Yeah, you have to
the
lift some
ceiling.
weight. Yeah. All right, and this bucket is of great importance in the farm. This is what also we measure what people have harvested in the farm. So one bucket, they are usually paid $3 for one bucket. So you have to harvest the different cherries, you fill them right here so that you can have now your $3.
$3 after it's been sorted. You said the green and
Yeah, one is going to pay you the grade. So it's kind of tedious. It's a tricky job. Then now, when it comes to roasting, I don't have necessarily to know if it was parchment 1, 2, or 3. Once I'm doing the roasting, I can be able to tell. Like for instance, this bucket can be able to carry 15 kilos. If it is parchment 1, it's going to be filled somewhere around here. It's not even going to be filled. Parchment 3, I think you cannot even be able to hold 15 kilos. It will hold around 14, 20 something. So once you're doing the roasting, you can be able to tell the density. If also it has poor density, remember what I was saying, good coffee should lose 20%. It's going to lose more. And then there is what we call quackers. They are developed here. If again it's poor density, it will have, that is if you do medium, you're going to find a lot of quackers in it. Average, half a kilo should have like, or maybe a handful, should have like 5 quackers of good coffee. If it's more than that, that's still coffee.
Ban, they don't turn color.
Yeah, they don't have color.
So out of the 15, anything that did not turn color was undeveloped all the way from the farm.
All the way from the
tree.
farm. Yeah. But you can be able to outdo it if you do that roasting.
But still, it will still be uneven now.
Yeah.
At
But
that time, it will be uneven.
Yeah.
The ones that were properly developed might be darker than
yeah.
the one that was not properly developed.
Mm-hmm.
How is that a bad thing? Why are
The
good as
taste.
a bad thing?
The taste. You see now the aroma and the okay, the 3 characteristics which I was talking about coffee. This one is going to like destroy that. You might have good coffee, but
But
with
if the quackers
quackers,
are too much,
yeah, they're going to destroy your coffee. Okay, you as a roaster, if I'm roasting coffee right now, and I see like this coffee might have many quackers, rather than doing medium,
you get it.
I'll get it back. It will be a little bit hard for you as a consumer to know the
Tell
difference.
that
Yeah, there are some quackers. But medium is going to set you up.
But if there are too many, I'll tell because of the aroma. It will not be smelling very nice and very coffee-like.
Yeah. But now that will be because you understand coffee. That will be because you understand coffee.
True.
Yeah. All right. So, this one here I'm going to use electricity, and I'm also going to use the LPG gas again. Just a minute.
It's temperature.
Yeah, so this is what happens. So I'm going to drop coffee, 30 kilos. Then I'm going to preheat the drum. I'm going to preheat the drum. The drum has to be 200 degrees Celsius. 200 degrees Celsius. When it's 200 degrees Celsius, that's when I'm going to drop coffee from the hopper to the drum. Then now the green beans, they are going to cool the drum to around 55 degrees. Then later it's going to start to rejuvenate again. And then now from there, I'll also be able to see what's happening. I have a visible glass, and here I have a sample spoon. I'll be able to pick some beans and be able to note what's really happening. And in the whole world, we have 5 profiles of roasting. We have 5 profiles of roasting. And the first one is called light roast. We have light roast. From light roast, we have medium roast. From medium, we have dark roast. From dark roast, we have what we call a French roast. The last one is called Italian. There you go, Italian roast. So in terms of caffeine content, light roast and medium, they have high caffeine content, but they are not strong in terms of bitterness. And mostly people who love medium and light, you'll ask them, how many cups do you take? Most of them, they are going to say 2 cups only in the morning, I can't do coffee in the evening, I can't sleep. That's the kind of narrative they will always have. Then once you go to people who do dark roast, depending on who has roasted the coffee, you can also do it without milk and without sugar. This one you can be able to do like 4 cups, 5 cups, and you just sleep. You just go time and you don't have any issues with sleep and such. Though it depends also in the
Like
health.
Ian.
Like Ian. But also depends in the health wise, how your health is. Then our last 3, we have French and Italian. The bean will look like very burnt. It will smell, the aroma will also be very strong, like something burnt, and then it will have some oils in it. This kind of coffee, you cannot drink it without milk or sugar. And most people who drink these, like the Italians, they love the small cups, and then you'll be able to drink so many cups. And then there is this kind of reversal thinking, because it's so bitter and it's so dark, most people tend to think it has more caffeine. That is just an illusion. The more you roast, the more time you expose it to the roasting activity, the more you lose the caffeine, but the more bitter it becomes. Yeah, that's how actually it is. Then now another thing, as a beginner, someone who is beginning now to start the roasting, the temperature and the time can be able to guide you, because they go hand in hand. If you are doing light roast, when it's 200 degrees Celsius, that can be your light roast. Also depending on the density. I'm just saying average 200, that will be light roast. 210 or 210, 205, that can be medium roast. 215, dark. Then around 220 there you can be able to do French and Italian. That is just for a beginner. You can be guided by the temperature gauge. And but for someone who is used to doing the roasting, you don't need to look at the timer, you don't need to look at anything. You just need to use your eyes, ears, and noses. So as you are doing the roasting, you'll have the first crack. Mostly, it can be medium. First crack will be medium. And then there will be shifting of now the aroma, the kind of aroma you're getting, and also the color. That one can be able to get you. Yeah, so that's how the roasting process is done. After you have done the roasting, you are going to drop your coffee right here. Later you are going to do the cooling. That's how you do the cooling. So you are going to expose your coffee to the atmosphere, and also you have a cooler inside. Also you have this because now it's way above 200 degrees Celsius. Because it's way above 200 degrees Celsius. So now you have to cool it. If you don't cool it, maybe you are doing medium, then it's going to go to medium dark. Now for clients, you have to give someone all their taste and their preferences. Yeah, so that's how we do it. And in our facility, we do 2 types of roast. We do medium roast, and we also do dark beans. If anyone wants anything else, you just have to tell us one day before, and then we can be able to prepare that for you. Yeah. So I want us to do the last. Any questions, sir?
It's just, is there any technique where you might vary with the temperature? Is this always the same? So for, like you say, maybe you start light and you go higher, and you, I don't know. It's always like on the same temperature level.
No, the temperature is not the same.
Mko tu sawa.
The temperature is not the same. Looking at this.
Yeah, I mean, of course, when you want to know how dark roast is, but I was just wondering, what if maybe on the lower temperature level you start and then you raise, but you start always at the same temperature and you end at the same temperature for the special roasts you have.
Yeah. Okay. But it depends with the machine. You see, like now, this one, you need 200 degrees Celsius. The sample roaster, you need 100 degrees Celsius. This one you are using around 35 minutes. The sample roaster, what you're going to use there, you're going to use a roughly 12, 13 minutes. So it's not like, it's not constant. It's not constant. And again, if I overheat it to like 250, again, if I expose it to too much temperature, it usually expands and start now heating the top and the bottom of the frames. Yeah, so it's kind of nut. Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of nut. You have so many factors to consider so that you can be able to arrive to the destination you want. Yeah.
So you said the profiles you can get to are 5. There's a light one,
Yeah, medium, dark, then there is French and Italian.
Do they all look the same? What's the difference in color from the light, maybe?
All right.
You said the last one would be black and oil, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. When we come to this side. So that one I cannot be able to answer you abruptly.
But they'll be different. They will not look
A
the same.
big difference. You can never miss it. So this is medium. Can you take one? Everyone should have at least one. Yeah. Yes, kindly just take one. Yeah, one or two. Good. Yeah. I want you to put it in your mouth and crush it. Some people make some chocolate chips from it. So of course you have seen there is a difference in colors. This one is a little bit brown in color. That is our medium. So now, for light use, it should be lighter than this. It should be lighter than this.
In color also.
In color also.
The melanin will be low.
Yeah, it's lower than this, yeah. Then now, this is now dark. Can you take one? Of course, you have seen the sheet. Oh goodness, you have a PB.
It's a big guy.
Hey, it's our PB guy.
Yeah,
It's a big
Can you take one? Also put it in your mouth. This one is going to be a little bit bitter.
But it's darker.
Yeah. Yeah? It's more bitter,
Yeah.
but more crunchy. Yeah. So now the thing is, the medium is more acidic, has more acidity in it. But this one, it's more bitter, more stronger. So it depends with what are you looking in your coffee. Do you want strong coffee? You go for dark. Do you want an acidic kind of coffee with the fragrance and everything? You go for medium. Yeah. All right, let's do now the actual roasting. Yeah. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes.
All right. So. So the temperature is here it's 130, 130. So we are going to go, we can start doing the roasting. So I'm just going to show you how we do it. Then I'm going to have 2 or 4 volunteers to do all the actual roasting. So we are going to do how you do it. Yeah? So this is how you do it. So your fingers or your hands will not touch the drum, it's so hot. So you just have to slide it. Slant it. Then drop it. Usually say every bean counts. That's right. Now you can do this one. Yeah. Last person. Right. So now we're going to do medium. We're also going to do that. So this one is more manual. That one is a little bit semi-auto. So here we are actually going to use eyes, ears, and so we're going to scoop the coffee. So right now nothing has happened. So we need some few minutes. Nothing also has happened. So meanwhile, as we wait for that, I can be talking about the shelf. So for the green beans, I talked about 5 years to 7 years. That is for green coffee. For roasted beans, if it's beans, we're talking about 5 months or 4 months. It will still be very fresh and you have the aroma. If it is ground coffee, we're talking about 2 months or 3 months. And for us, this is our brand of coffee. It's called All Seasons. This one is for medium, and this one is for dark. So we usually have a valve, a one-way valve. So air can be able to come out from inside the sachet, but not air coming from inside. Some people, they are going to use the breather to know which kind of coffee is inside. You can be able to squeeze it, and you can be able really to tell which kind of coffee is inside. Then you have the Kenyan flag, because most people who buy, they take home as souvenirs. So having the flag, it will be like a gift for the Kenyans. But we also have some silver packets, which we just put our sticker. Just to then have some small samples. This one now is for the wet waters.
Yeah. So for you to get to a medium one, it's only another 5 degrees.
Yeah.
No more than 5 degrees extra.
It's like a brink of an art.
Meaning you have to pay a lot of attention as a roaster.
Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute is too big. Yeah, in 1 minute, so many things can happen.
Segmentation.
1 minute it's more like peanuts.
Yeah. Now you're developing now the coffee flavor itself. But it was slightly higher.
Yeah, this one is more fast. Oh, yeah, I've noticed that. So for this one, that's why I was telling you, I don't prefer using the temperature gauge. This one will not reach to 200. Because now you see the surface area, for this one, he has more space, dealing with 500 grams compared to that one dealing with 30 grams. So that's why I was saying it's more of the aroma, the eyes, and then the pasta. That one will always guide you. Yeah, almost light, but not the bean count.
What will happen if you roast them the Ethiopian style? Where you see this is rotating it
Yeah, baking. You're talking about the other one, baking.
on a pan.
On a pan. It's going to be uneven and it's going to be very bitter.
Also, the beans, those beans are all the same color, the entire bean. See, it will scotch on one side. It won't have one side that is maybe too burnt, the other side is not. You know, like an egg. How
You always
it
have that.
that.
You always have that.
Something that.
But now you see that is what you're selling. That story is what you're selling. It's organic. It's an Asian way of doing it. This is light. Light.
Light hapo.
Yeah, this is our light.
Inafaa.
Yeah, also here lights.
No, sasa unaniingilia mambo ya coffee sasa. Storytelling. Imeanza.
No problem. When we reach here, we're going to use an African way. You can see there we have a cooling machine. Here we don't have, so our hands, we have to use our hands to cool. No, the Kenyan way, we know it. That's the way we sort stuff from rice. Almost medium. So now you're waiting for the first start. It's going to be so loud, you can never miss that.
Something we can hear.
Yeah, something you can hear.
Like popcorn.
Yeah, just like popcorn. Copy. So this will be our medium. But now you have to continue roasting it so that you can get the brownish color. Yeah, you have to some minutes.
That's what I meant before. It wouldn't be the time now to reduce the heat, to make it more even. You always leave it on the
So
side.
you just continue roasting. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
medium.
you can hear that.
Even the aroma from the peanuts. So now, I'll do dark with this one. This one is way faster than this one.
There's also the point when you have to cook. Okay, now.
These are medium. Have this one. I also need your hands. You can have this one. So yeah, so I want you to literally shake it nicely. That's how we start the cooling process. You have to shake it nicely. A little bit aggressiveness, add some aggressiveness there. So, this is what we call medium dark. In between dark and medium. So in a few moments, I'm going to arrive at dark. Yeah. From there now, you can drop it inside here. All of it, just drop it. Alright, so I'm going to move outside. I'll show you how we can do it. Let's move outside. Remember, we still have another one there. Need some. So this is how we do it. And also pull our box.
I will not do that.
Give it a try. Let me.
Some experience there.
Someone else can decide what you have to take it. Right? Everyone should give it a hand. Someone else?
This was no like 2 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
Probably like 2 minutes.
Cái này nó cày xuyên đấy.
Oh yeah, of course, here.
That come over. I'm going. Right, that's what it's right there.
Good. Yeah. There you are.
Yeah, so nice. Give it a hand.
Now we want
Nice. You are nice.